Why don't we talk about the elephant in the room? Why don't we talk about what happened in the last episode? Why don't we? What happened? What happened in the last episode was just another one of those burials that none of you are gonna be seeing in a very long time. That is an example of what I have to do. That is an example of what I have to do to get across to anybody. I am setting an example. I am setting an example for each and every one of you. For each and every one of you that decide to fuck with me, to fuck with my own head. And you know what? Everything could just fade to black at any point in time because of what I've said. And I will be the most sane person in this town than every single one of you. I can be the most sane that I have ever been up here. I can escape this prison that's inside my head. And I can finally put everything to rest. Just as much as I can put everything to sleep in a quiet voice. And it could all feel like a dream to all of you. It could feel like an illusion. But I don't quite believe in illusions. I don't quite believe in dreams. I don't quite believe in much of anything. And it's all because I listen to the things I've said. I listened to the things I've said, and I've listened to the dreams, I've listened to the illusions that seem to put me on notice and realize what's real and what's not. Palmerton, you are the luckiest town of all. You really are the luckiest town of all. You should be proud of it. All the haters seem to not exist as much as they used to because they're all full of shit. Do I believe in that? No. Haters exist everywhere we go. Haters exist just as much as love does. Hatred is a sign of pain and sorrow that people use to their advantage. And I know how to use it to my advantage really well. And it's all because of all these years of all this bullying that you put me through. And I don't seem to understand much of it. But once I realized something, once I learned to understand what it means and what it all understands and what it all comes up to be, once I put all the pieces together, then, only then, will it become a full piece of the puzzle that I must put together for this town. And some of it could be complete asinine. It could be completely foolish. Maybe what I'm doing is asinine. Maybe what I'm doing is foolish. No. It's not foolish if I'm smart about it. It's not foolish if I know what I'm doing. It's not foolish if I know how to play the game. Just as much as everybody thinks they know how to play the game, I'm smarter than that game. I'm smarter. I'm smarter than that. Now, most of you may not realize that. Parmanen, I hope you know that none of yous know how to play the game just as much as I do. I am not a fool. I do not play the fool. You may think that I play the fool, but I make sure that I play that game. I make sure that I am smart to play the game. Think about it this way. All those times that you try to get rid of me is asinine, because you didn't even know what to do in the first place, even when you tried. You didn't realize that it would come back and bite you in the ass just as much as it did. But why did it take just as long for me to silence everything? Why did it take so long? Why am I doing this after all these years? I never got a chance to do it. I don't have that chance. I never got that chance. That finger had to be pointed at me just for the music I listened to. That was one thing. Because once I became a fan of Alice Cooper, everybody freaked. It's not the movies I watch, because honestly, I never even talked about them, and I wasn't completely obsessed with them. It was the sheer fact that it's the music. It was the music, honestly. It was the music that we had to pick on me for. It was the way I controlled my life, the way it was. So now that all those years have passed, you and I can actually realize that I could play the music that I play. Even with critics telling me how much of a metalhead I am. And that's not even the point. It's because all of you thought that I was going to commit suicide or just shoot a school up or something. Whatever kind of dreams and illusions that you guys came up with, that is another definition of asinine. So look at the illusions, look at the dreams, look at everything that you've done, and I cannot think of a better reason to rewind and fast forward through everything and realize that I was the alpha all this time. I was the alpha of my decisions. So let's get it out of the way. So I can end this on a good note. Fuck what you said to me. Because at least the friends that I had in high school, at least the friends that I had, at least they had my side. And I didn't have that many of them because most of you turn your back and assume. Palmerton? Palmerton, no matter who is in your town, no one envies you. No one feels jealous of you. No one hates... Nobody hates you. Nobody hates you the way you are. Just know that no matter what you do, you cannot stop me. You cannot touch me. Because like I said before, I am stoppable, but I am unstoppable. I am touchable, but I am untouchable. Remember that. Dysfunct out.